Meanwhile, on the Grand Private Jet, Emily and Kyle came aboard. And as they turned and faced each other, boy, I wish I can come with you. I'll tell you what, when I come back, why don't we go to Paris? Deal. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles courthouse in the trial room, Shannon, Lucy, Tristan, Sharon, and Tyler are talking. Honestly, I don't think these two are ready to raise Brian. Thank you so much. That's what I've been trying to tell him as well. Oh wait, I'm standing right here as you lot talk behind my son's back. Speaking of that, how come you never told your son? You never asked. And as Lucy suddenly see a level piece of blood of weed on the floor, and as she went towards it, just as Tristan also came to Lucius. Honey, you alright? And as Lucy picked it up and turned and faced her husband, and as he saw what it is that what I think it is? Yeah, seems there's more to our friend than we all know. And as Lucy looked at Shannon talking to Tyler and Sharon. Meanwhile, in the hallway, Olivia came and saw Carl, who got up and went to where she is. Sorry, Slay. Hey, it's okay. No, it's not. You tried calling and texting the judges on our way, and I have a funny feeling we're gonna win this. Meanwhile, at the Graham High School in Katie's classroom, which is empty, Chad is waiting till Katie came back in and closed the door and turned and faced Chad. How do you feel? And as Katie came to where Chad is, now that you know this information, I've already called my parents, and it seems they kept from me all this time. I'm sorry for what I said earlier, it's fine. Meanwhile, in the courtyard, CJ is sitting by the pond till Helen came with 2 cups of smoothie, and as she sat down and gave him one. Something's bothering you. How long we're gonna keep doing this? Trust me, you're not ready. Even so, you would have told everybody. Besides, both your sisters Gwen and Rachel are watching my every move like a hawk, and I think it's time to take the next step. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in the waiting area, Jeff came back and saw Jeff looking at his iPhone and went to where he is. And he saw him, and as he put his iPhone up and got up and faced Justin. Jeff, have you seen Maria? I've been looking all over for her. Yeah, I saw her left about an hour ago with another bloke, presuming your brother. That bastard. When is he gonna accept the fact that she's married to me and not him? Thanks, bro. And as Justin turned and walked away, just as Elizabeth came to where Jeff is, and he saw her. Hey, how's my nephew doing? Meanwhile, at the Applegate apartment in Nate and Maria's apartment, as Maria and Nate came in making out, and as Nate closed the door, and as he began leading Maria to the back, and as they arrived in the bedroom and went in, and as he continued leading her to the bed, and as Nate pulled off his shirt, and as Maria did the same thing, and as Nate got Maria on the bed, and as he began to make love to Maria. Meanwhile, at the Rancho Vista Rich Manor in the living room, Meredith and Daniel are having a glass of wine. I'm so glad that you have this great big mansion. It must be good being a Graham. Well, it has its limitations. Are you kidding me? I would kill to have this lifestyle out. Why don't you start now? And as someone knocked on the door, I get it. And as Daniel put his glass of wine down and got up and left the living room, and as he headed to the front area, soon he arrived at the door and got it. And it's his dad Chris standing there. While on the Grand Private Jet in the living room, Emily and Kyle are in a kiss till they pull away. I am so thankful that we never gave up on one another. I am too. By the way, Sean and Jan are keen on hiring you to work there. I don't care as long as I see your face, and you will. And as Kyle sits wrong with Emily. What's wrong? I'm just worried about Wayne and Linda's next move gonna be after what they did. Hey, they're not gonna harm you, I assure you.
Thank you. Look, I better go.
What's the wish? I'm not in a hurry to leave.
Meanwhile, outside the jet, someone is watching Emily and Kyle. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles courthouse in the trial room, Shannon, Lucy, Tristan, Sharon, and Tyler are talking. Let's get to Lucy and Tristan, where Tristan is looking at Lucy holding the blunt. Well, it seems Carl.
There's no maybe, he is, and we can use this to our advantage.
What do you mean?
Well, if Carl's truly using, we need to put it to the test.
Are you certain?
Brian needs 2 stable working parents, who clearly isn't these 2 lot at all.
Alright everybody, take your place. And as the judge came in, and as everyone went and took their spots, including Olivia and Carl, who came in and headed to the front, and went and sat on the left, just as Lucy and Tristan also came and sat on the right, followed by Sharon and Tyler. And as the judge sat down, please be seated, and as everyone sat down, welcome. We're back here to continue part 2 of this ritual hearing. I call both parties back because I have reached my final decision. Meanwhile, at the Graham High School in the empty classroom, which happens to be Katie and Chad are talking. I really wonder why Siege would set me up to take the rap, because he's too cowardly himself to take the blame. Either way, he's not gonna get away with this. And as Chad got up and headed to the door, "Oi, don't go yet." And as Katie also got up and came to where Chad is, and he turned and faced her just in time for them to kiss each other and pull back. "Thank you so much for this."
No problem. I figured the right person should serve time for his crime, right?
I agree. Why don't we do something later so I can pay you back?
Sounds good to me.
And as they continued kissing each other and pulled back, and as Chad turned and left the classroom, and as Katie closed the door. "Alright, whoever you are, let's just say you won't stay hidden for long." And as Tamara came out of the closet, just in time for Katie turned and saw her.
Do you realize what you set in motion by what you said to Chad?
Meanwhile, in the courtyard, Helen and CJ are talking. What do you mean by that?
Having a baby, of course.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got a lot to think lately.
You mean Raphael's murder? That was an accident. Because of this secret I'm carrying, it feels I know. You wouldn't kill Soul because you're Dawson. You guys are pure.
You know what I need to do. I need a distraction from all this madness.
In order for this to work, it has to be real as possible. And I think I have an idea.
I'm all ears.
Look, I'll tell you when you get home.
And as they got up and began kissing each other and pulled back, and as Helen turned and walked away. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in the waiting room, Jeff's surprised by Elizabeth's arrival. "Don't stand there and pretend to me that you give a damn about my wife."
"Believe it or not, I do. Gloria is my family, whether I want to admit to it or not."
"She's doing fine. She's signing the walking papers as we speak."
"Which I've already done."
And as Gloria came to where they are, Elizabeth and Jeff saw her.
"Well, surprising to see you here. I get that your parents probably told you to come check up on me and see the damage would happen if we went to that island."
"Look, I came as a concerned friend."
Don't give me that rubbish. Your mother and father hire a hitman pilot to make certain that planes don't even make it out of the country for the matter.
You know, I have the resources to find out what happened on a plane of mine, and furthermore, we're gonna be doing a background search on all the employees who work for Graham.
Dude, must your feeling be so damn dramatic? Can't you see that my family, mainly my parents, aren't the villains in this so-called story you lot led to believe?
Meanwhile, at the Applegate apartment and Maria and Nate's apartment in the bedroom, Maria and Nate are lying in bed, basking after the lovemaking. And as Maria looked at Nate,
"That was amazing as always."
"Not better than my brother."
"Really, Nate? Let's not bring him into this conversation."
And as Nate looked at Maria,
"I'm all about loving you."
"Sorry, I kinda came out wrong. I just don't want to lose you."
"And you're not. I love you and only you, okay? So, let that put your fears into rest. In fact, why don't we get some music on to continue the mood?"
"Okay." And as Maria took her iPhone out and Bluetooth some music to still
right now. But this
Sounds good to me.
let's pick up where we left off.
And it's to continue to make up.
And as Maria got on top of Nate and began to make sweet love to him.
I can't guarantee the future.
Meanwhile, in the hallway outside Nate and Maria's flat, Justin came to the door and is about to knock, but he stopped and he sees a flashback of him and the nurse talking. Are you certain this information you speak of? Yes. Normally, I'm not supposed to inform you this information. Yes, I know about the whole doctor-patient confidentiality, but the fact of the matter is, she's my wife.
It doesn't matter. Same thing applies. Why you need this information anyways?
Because there's a certain someone who's been after my wife, claiming he's her husband when I am. I may have lost Richard for the matter, but I'd be damned to lose Maria. And it's the flashback in. Enjoy my wife while you can, because I'm gonna make certain you or anybody else for the matter don't ruin what Maria and I have. Meanwhile, at the Rancho Vista Ridge Manor, Daniel's facing his father Chris at the door. Can I come in? This is far you're gonna go. What do you want? I need to talk to you. Now it's not a good time. And second of all, you made your actions quite clear to how you feel about my mom. You really know the whole facts of even throwing stones. Wrong, Dad. I know more than you think. But unlike you, I don't judge people like you and the rest of your family. You gotta know this. Tina has kept so many secrets and heard countless of lies, including help Frank and me with the whole Shadow Games and bringing that dark creature. Let me just stop you right there. My mom has made a lot of mistakes. Hell, we all have. But we're human. No one's perfect for the matter. So why don't you do me a favor, Dad, and save the drama speak for someone who actually gives a damn and leave me the hell alone. And his murder came through the arc. And Chris saw. What's going on? Meanwhile, on the grand private jet in the living room, Emily and Kyle are talking.
Call me when you get there.
I will.
You better.
And it's Emily's turn and went and left, but Kyle came and blocked her. Come here, you. And as they begin kissing each other once more and pulled back, and it's Emily's turn and left. And as Kyle got his iPhone and called the pilot. Yeah, man, I'm ready. Alright, and as Kyle hung up, and as he thinking, soon Emily and I will have the family we wanted. After all, we do have a daughter and a son. And as Kyle came and closed the door, but someone put the foot through the door, and as Kyle opened and see the person. Who the hell are you? Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles courthouse in the trial room, as the custody of Brian's fate is being decided right now. Based on the information I've seen before me, I hear, can I say something? And as Bradley came in the room, and as everyone turned and saw him there.
I'm sorry, sir. Who the hell are you?
My apologies, Your Honor, for bursting in your courtroom. My name is Bradley Goodcharm, and I want to say firsthand that my daughter Lucy here is a great person at heart in taking care of people. I understand that, but my decision here will be final. And as Lucy and Tristan begin talking, what's he doing here?
Why else? To boost our chances, of course.
And as Livy and Carl are talking, what is he playing at? Not to worry, we got this in the bag.
Anyways, getting back to what I was talking about, I hereby grant full custody of Brian Underwood to Lucy and Tristan Goodcharm.
And as the news stuns Olivia and Carl were shining there.
You can't be serious.
Meanwhile, at the Graham High School in the empty classroom, which happens to be Katie and Tamara are talking.
You know, I can have you in trouble being oh, shut up with that. I can bypass that with ease. Now, getting back to you and I.
And as Tamara came to where Katie is.
Having a relationship with a student. If you think for 1 second that you're gonna blackmail me, actually, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. You see, I have the advantage on the plane if you're wrong. Cause last I checked, you're not supposed to be here during school hours, which you're standing right now. So do yourself a favor and stay the hell out of my way. And if I ever catch you eavesdropping on a private conversation, I'm gonna make you suffer beyond belief. Excuse me. And as Katie went, I left the classroom. Really? We'll see about that now, won't we?
Meanwhile, in the hallway, as Katie walking down the hall, just as Helen came in the bathroom and went to where Katie is.
Excuse me. And as Katie turned and saw Helen there. What can I do for you? I need your help.
Meanwhile, in the dining room, CJ's looking at the memorial of Raphael. You didn't deserve this at all. And as CJ has a flashback of him and Tamara talking, why didn't you tell Wayne? I didn't know it was Wayne since he was in disguise. We have to do something before Wayne and Liz strikes, and it's a flashback ending. With Chad coming to where CJ is and saw what he's doing. Well, it's in this cue. Came to rejoice in the man you killed, and as CJ turned and saw Chad there. Wouldn't you say you heard me correctly? And what's worse, I had to do time for something you did to me. I didn't force you to kiss. It doesn't really matter because we're gonna settle this right now. Meanwhile, at the Applegate apartment and Maria and Nate's apartment in the bedroom, Maria and Nate are lying in bed. I really hope Vanessa's alright. Speaking of which, I need to check on her. Not now. Let's just enjoy one more hour. Then we go back to the hospital. Besides, Taya, Gwen, and Adam have our members on speed dial, and it'll do us no good to go crazy over this. You know what? Perhaps you're right. Of course I'm right. And as Nate's iPhone rings, and as he rolled over and went and got his iPhone and saw who it is. Look, I gotta take this. And as Nate got up and answered, hello? And as he head out the bedroom. And as Maria thinking, Justin, Nate, it feels like I embedded myself once again between two men. I really got to stop this. Meanwhile, in the living room, Nate's on his iPhone talking. Hello? Once again, who is this? You damn well know who this is. Have you lost your damn mind? Taking my wife out the hospital without letting me know, thinking she's your wife for the matter? I'm hanging up. You do, and I'm kicking this door down right now. And as Nate came and got the door, and Justin's there. Can we not do this now? No, we're absolutely doing this right now. Kick this little information, you little brain. Maria's my wife and not yours, and if I ever see you near her again, things gonna get nasty. In fact, and it's Justin punched Nate to the ground. That's just a prime example of what I'm gonna do. Meanwhile, at the Rancho Vista Ridge Manor, Daniel's facing his father at the front door with Meredith beside Daniel. Aren't you gonna introduce me to your friend to me? Meredith, this is my dad, who's just leaving. Nice to meet you. Pleasure's mine. You can call me Chris. Look, I can come back another time to talk to you. Oh yeah? How about never? You have your entire family with your wife to be worried about a son who you never care at all. That's not true. Save it. I'm done with all the sale pitch and whatever you have to sell. If you come by my house again, I will be filing a restraining order against you. And as Daniel closed the door. Wow. I take that you, and I don't want to talk about it. So unless you want to leave now, please drop it. And as Daniel turned and head back to the living room, soon Meredith followed. Meanwhile, outside in Chris' car, Joanna's waiting. Soon Chris came back and got in his car. And Joanna saw him. How'd it go? What do you think? Oh wait, just give some time, okay? He will come around soon, trust me. But he's gonna have to realize you have me and I don't think you're getting this, Joanna. I haven't been there watching Daniel grow up at all. It's gotta be tough being a kid from an affair my ex-girlfriend and I had, given to what's happened. But the fact of the matter is, Daniel's made it quite clear he wants nothing to do with me and our family for the matter.